Bueno, vamos a empezar a crear a mi personaje. Como he puesto en el título, estamos en Red Dead Redemption 2 Online. Es la primera vez que juego porque, en plan, el juego me lo compré como hace una semana. Bueno, me lo regalaron, no me lo compré. Bueno, da igual. Y en fin, pues aquí estamos creando. Bajante, ya leo. Bueno, ¿ya ha sonido alguien? Yo qué sé, tío. Un momento y ya voy. Uno. Ajá, primero. Vale, dale like. Gracias por estar en directo. Tío. Cojones, tío, qué fea es. Una vieja. Tío. Hola, Assassin Gamer. Va a tener mis años. No se puede más poco. Bueno, pues 18. Fornida. What the fuck. Flaquita. Color de ojos. Tío, es que es súper fea. Parece que está asustado. Qué puto asco. De personaje. Qué fea es. Eso es muy, muy feo. Nariz. Ay, la niña no, tío. Creo que está bonita. Luego no me deja ver la de lado, ¿sabes? Pero bueno. Mandíbula y barbilla. A ver. Esta es... Mejillas cadavéricas. A ver... Qué puto asco que es esto, tío. Tío, puto ascazo. Dios, que es feísima de cojones, macho. Y los peinados estos, qué mierdas que son. Me cago en la puta. Es que pareces un normal, macho. Mírala. Es que le quedan mal todos a la puta zorra esta. Creo que este es el que mejor le queda. A ella, claro. ¿Qué es la T, tío? Ah. A ver. Sombra de ojos. Tío, es que es muy fea. Es que es feísima, de verdad. Que como guapa la negra esta que ella, macho. Tío, esta es una china, ¿no? Es más guapa que la otra. Es que casco dan porque no han hecho tan feas, en serio. Yo prefiero a la otra china, de verdad te lo digo. Sé que es muy fea también, pero tío, es más guapa que ella. Me da igual. Está mucho más guapa que la otra, macho. Ya está, ¿no? No. Estilo 3, como que estilo 3, que es esta mierda. Hola. Ya sí. No sé qué es eso, en plan, no lo voy a subir ni nada. Debes asignar tus atributos. ¿Qué pasa? Debes asignar los atributos de tu personaje.
Well, then you need your portrait took. Bring your hands up onto your chest.
Qué fea es también esta, pero bueno.
Here we go.
Pues más guapa que la otra es. Madre mía, tío. Darle like a todos los que estáis viendo el directo y bueno, compartir el directo para que se una más gente si podéis. Vale, unos meses más tarde. Este juego está muy bueno. Ojalá de mujeres. Que tenemos graficazos.
Jackson! Officer Jackson, move those prisoners! Officer Benton! Kitchens ain't staff! Officer Townsend, those rocks ain't gonna break themselves. What are you standing there for? Get moving!
Supongo que yo estaré aquí ahora.
What are you looking at?
Supongo.
Go on! Get moving!
Gente, y después vais a tener un vídeo. No vais a tener directo, vais a tener un... Bueno, sí, vais a tener un directo de Fortnite. Pero también, como me he comprado el Plus, un mes o algo así, vais a tener un nuevo juego. Los Sims 4. Que se crean también personajes. Que se está descargando, por cierto. Red Dead Online. Oh.
I tell you what, old Jameson is a wretched, sour old bastard, and no mistake. You like to stay calm in there.
We weren't saying nothing.
Well, you are now. Shut up. You know, my wife has acquired ideas significantly above her station. She's been reading too many goddamn books. Personally, I'm against education. Of women, I mean. And men, I guess. Unnecessary. Doesn't add much to the world. Education.
Good day, gentlemen.
Oh.
Don't do anything stupid. Nobody gets shot. Act like fools, and the pair of you will be dead within a minute. Now, what are your names?
Jenkins and Milliken.
Well, Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Milliken, throw your guns to the ground and get on down here. That's it. Very glad to meet you. It's not worth being rash. You boys get paid a salary. You get that salary whether these people escape or not. Your wives presumably want you alive. Let them out. Now, please.
Okay. Okay.
You all run away. Aside from you. Try to stay out of trouble. This is a stroke of good fortune for all of you.
Dale, gente.
Now, Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Milliken, be so kind as to quickly run away before somebody gets shot entirely unnecessarily. Go on, don't look back. Mr. Wendt, I believe it was $50 we agreed
Ahí
on.
me han
It
dejado ahí.
was.
Here's 50 each.
Each.
Yes. Now get out of here, both of you. My employer and I appreciate your professionalism.
All we did was stand there and look tough.
And you did it fantastically well. Good day, gentlemen. Now, ma'am, how about you pick up these guns and we move out? My mistress is waiting for us. Come along. Then you better get on this horse.
Que hay otro jugador, ¿no?
It's not much of an animal, but they haven't got far to ride. Ready?
Como salió el nombre.
Wonderful. I hope you'll forgive the secrecy. My employer particularly values discretion. My name is Mr.
Al fin
Horton.
estoy de acuerdo a esta de...
6
Number one.
months at Sisika Penitentiary, awaiting a hanging for a murder you did not commit. Must have felt a whole lot longer, my friend. You still seem strong, though. I mean, doesn't look like breaking all those rocks has left you entirely broken, in body or in spirit. I hope I am right about that. Rounding you folks up, and those sham trials, they were a disgrace. Made a mockery of the rule of law. Still can't quite believe they got away with it. There's others convicted when you were. Came out breathing fire. Maybe you're like that too. Guess we'll see. Or maybe you just want to put it all behind you, forget you were in there at all. That would be fine, of course, but you will listen to my mistress first. She spent a good sum getting you folks out.
Vale, a ver.
You owe her an audience, at least.
Me voy a subir el sonido que no escucho una mierda y ya está.
Back here, please. It ain't time for you to ride off on your own. Not quite yet. Now come along. She's just up here. There's the camp. Hit your horse. Tie it here.
Muchas gracias porque me enseñan los controles cuando ya sé jugar, ¿sabes?
This way. She's anxious to meet you. Madam, we're back.
Hello. Jessica Leclerc, how do you do? What did you tell her?
Nothing, as we discussed.
Thank you, Hawley. I do hope we haven't inconvenienced you dreadfully. But seeing as you were due to be hanged in a week, I'm sure you don't object too strongly. I know you're innocent. Well, not perhaps exactly innocent, but not guilty of what you were accused. I know you and those who were with you that died were little more than patsies, and that you were set up by one of 3 men or a woman, possibly by all of them. I can't be sure, but that is all I know so far.
And one of these people also made Mrs. Leclerc a widow.
And I will avenge my husband's death, so help me God. But I will not avenge it upon them who did not cause it, or caused it unwittingly. Anyway, I'm sure this is all a touch confusing and melodramatic. Where are my manners? Hawley, please show our guests to their tent and give them some fresh clothes to put on.
Very good, madam.
Then serve us both a little
Por fin me van a dar
refreshment.
puta ropa limpia, es
This
que la
way.
mía está hecha mierda. Ya
You'll find a change of clothes in there.
Quiero
Alongside
bonito.
a few other items you might need, a lasso, a knife, and a Lantern, I believe.
Qué fea, ¿por qué es tan fea esta tía? Vale, así. Que estos son más bonitos que los otros son muy feos. Que estos también, pero tío, estos son mejores. Te creo para más fea me dan. Pero bueno.
That looks more comfortable. Hawley,
Here, madam.
you're very good health. I suppose it beats dying,
Mrs. Leclerc's husband was murdered by one of his business partners.
And I intend to find out which one. Or rather, I intend for you to find out. And kill them. You're the only person I could possibly trust to do whatever it takes. Because you and your accomplices, you're the only other victims of their lies still alive. You see, you walked into the town at approximately the same time my husband was shot in the back, but by another gun, firing different bullets to those you possessed when you were arrested. These bullets, this was their mistake. You were rounded up and sentenced to death, all because you came to town and didn't talk too much and seemed like you were nasty. Anyway, here they are. The people who run
Vale, esto
Blackwater.
es
Mr.
red de
Jeremiah Shaw,
Argentation Online o qué
banker, real
cojones es.
estate speculator, and crook, Mr. Amos Lansing, ranch owner, speculator, and crook. Mrs. Grace Lansing, his wife, society patroness, lover of the arts, crook, and my former best friend, Teddy Brown, her disgraced brother, outlaw, wanted man, and still in contact with them. All I ask of you is your help in finding out quite what happened.
Mrs. Leclerc would like to help you get back on your feet. Get back to work.
Whatever your work may be, I don't judge. You want to rob? Rob. You want to save innocent
No, me
folk?
están dando de tuba.
Do that as well. But you need me just as much as I need you. I think we all understand each
Mira, está
other.
como conmigo.
I hope we do.
Good. I look forward to rewarding you for killing those who made me a widow. My husband was a true believer in this country and in the West. He was killed for greed. Foul
No, no la
greed when
quiero
there's
ayudar.
quite enough for everybody. I don't care what your scruples are as to killing. I will take the full burden of that sin upon my shoulders. Goodbye, for now. Then Hawley, go introduce her to nice Mr. Cripps.
I think you'll like Cripps well enough. He's long past his prime, of course, but he hasn't gone entirely crazy just yet. And he will help you, better than most of his ilk. Cripps! Get up!
Hello, partner. Harley.
Tío,
This is your new boss.
un momento, gente. Vale.
Generous benefactor.
And, where are we headed?
Coño, que está con el móvil. Vale.
Oh, and, madam, while Cripps is establishing your camp, perhaps you can go to the station and see the clerk, then head to see Clay Davies. He's a horse thief and, not a terribly nice one. Then meet Cripps back at your camp.
See you shortly, boss.
Good luck.
Vale, ya está.
Get on to the station. It's not too far.
Vale, ya está, que se me apaga el mando, tío. Le voy a poner a cargar. Ya está. Esperad un momento, gente. Vale, ya está. ¿Por qué esta mujer no habla? A ver cómo se va. Me va a tirar. Y yo creo que no me tira. Hago esta misión o lo que sea y ya pasamos a jugar a GTA. Que como tengo PlayStation Plus me han dado las piernas en todo guapas. Y vamos a jugar con ella. Vale. A ver.
Put it away! Hello. You must be a Horley's friend. He's one of us. He said you are also a discouraged creature. Now, I will be honest. I try not to talk too much to women. Well, let's leave that. Alden. That's me. But Horley insisted you was okay.
Vale.
I'm very discouraged, you see. Anyway, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Sort of. I find your reticence charming. Real charming. I heard you might want to earn a little extra money. Well, some gentlemen have been robbing our stages, and they are not part of the club, if you catch my meaning. If you can make them go away, I'm sure they will have something of interest to you. They're up in tall trees. See what you can do, okay? Here, by the way, a catalog, the latest issue. Just came into this armpit from a land more civilized. And if things work out, well, my colleagues and I move around these stations as needed. And all of us are very discouraged. We will all help you with pertinent information, even if you are a lady. Good afternoon, ma'am.
¿Qué es esta mierda? Gente, ya está. Pues vamos a terminar esta misión y nada más que cuando la terminemos vamos a jugar a Fortnite. Mira esto, y luego ya, como os he dicho, os traeré un vídeo en el directo de los Sims 4. Bueno, a lo mejor en directo no lo sé, pero creo que va a ser un vídeo todo. Bueno, los Sims 4 están muy bien, me encantan. Bueno, para no traernos lo mismo como el Fortnite y el GTA, que es lo que vais a hablar más en el canal, pues ya empecé Call of Duty, empecé a Rendition también otra vez, el modo historia también, y pues Sims 4, y todo con poco. Que siempre lo mismo también, no sabes. Vale, a ver. Ah, tío, hasta encontrarle. Si para encontrarla aquí, ¿qué hago? En plan, ¿cómo cojones le voy a encontrar? Es más grande que uno. Vea tal 3 esto. hasta el 3 o algo así. No, esto supongo. Vale, a ver.
Okay. Okay. You're good. You're real good, friend. Here. Take this. It's a map. Just be kind.
Para olvidar. Gente, ahora os leo. Un momentito. Very good. Darío 1. Suscríbete y dale like. Suscríbete a mi canal. No. Thank you. Me ha reventado, tío. What eliminated comments. Se ha matado mi caballo. La amba mismo. No me gusta el Red Dead Redemption Online, la verdad. Bueno, por aquí voy a dejar el directo de hoy. Bueno, espero que os haya gustado mucho, darle like, suscribiros y comentar algo por ahí abajo en los comentarios. Yo que sé, por ejemplo, de algún vídeo que queráis que traiga, de lo que queráis, pedirme algo. Bueno, eso. Adiós. Luego os voy a traer un vídeo de un directo de los Sims 4 o algo. Bueno, ahora vuelvo con Fortnite. Adiós.